sir.
Hi, hi, hi. Can you hear me? ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
Sir.
Hi, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Hi,
Good
sir. How
afternoon.
are you,
Very.
sir?
Hi, sir.
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
How are you,
I'm
sir?
also fine. Fine, sir.
Oh, all good. I'm
After a
super
long
good.
time.
Good afternoon,
After a
sir.
long time. ನೆನ್ಪಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಖುಷಿ. ಯಾರೋ
Yes,
ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೋ
sir.
ಏನೋ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. Okay, all right, students. How was midterm? ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ?
Good. Super, sir.
Super. All right. That's nice to know. So, yeah, so we'll start off with the class. I think sir was doing vector algebra, right? So for how many of you vector algebra is ongoing or finished or not done? Can you tell me? If it's going on,
Just
tell
running.
ongoing. Completed?
Completed.
Not done, sir. Complete.
Okay, for Rane Bennur it says not done. Okay. Where is it completed? Chikkodi completed? Vector algebra?
Sir. Yes, sir.
All
Completed.
right. Okay. So, sir asked me to solve a few problems based on dot product and cross product of this particular chapter and projection of vectors. So we will be doing that. But before doing that, we'll discuss something else and then we will come to vector algebra. So what I'll be discussing now is, we will be discussing about some shortcuts for quick calculation, because obviously we know that yeah, obviously we know that in CET calculator is not allowed. Since calculator is not allowed in CET, sometimes we'll have to do fast calculation. So I'll be helping you in some situations how can we do fast calculations. Probably 10 minutes we will discuss about what are the different ways to calculate answers quickly, and then we will go to vector algebra. All right? Because it's very important in CET that you don't have much time. So you will have to do the fast calculations. Sarina? Now, whenever you come across numbers which ends with units place, as 5. If the units place of a number is 5, all right, into, I am multiplying with the same number. Say this is also x, this is also x. All right. Say for example, I'm multiplying 35 into 35. We can very quickly give the answer. You don't have to calculate using the normal method. You don't have to multiply using the normal method. So the answer for this is going to be 5 into 5 is how much?
25.
25. 5 into 5 will be 25. So I've written it here. 5 into 5 I've written it here, which is 25. What I will write here is, this is 3 into,
Sir,
what is the next number after 3?
1225, sir.
Yes, the next number of after 3 is 4. So what is 3 into 4 going to be? 3 into 4 is going to be
12.
how much? 12. 3 into 4 is going to be 12. Answer is going to be 1, 2, 2, 5. Okay, answer is going to be 1, 2, 2, 5. Let's take one more example. Let us do 75 into 75. What will we first write? 5, 5, 25. What will we do next? What did I do? 3 into what? The next number after 3.
4
So
to
what will we do? 7 into, which is the next number after 7?
8.
8. How much is 7 into 8?
5625, sir.
56. 7 8 is 56. So the answer is going to be 5625. Even when you go to higher numbers, we use the same trick. For example, I want to do 125 into 125. What will I do? First, what will be the last two numbers? Last two numbers will be
25.
25. 5 5s are 25. What will I do next? What's the next calculation? 12 into
13.
12 into what?
13.
Yes, 12 into
5625.
13. 562 ಬರುತ್ತಾ 12 into 13?
56 to
No,
5.
I don't think. ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ?
56.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 156?
156.
1625, sir.
Yes, it is 156 it seems. Oh, okay, 13 into 10 is 130, 130 plus 26, 15625. Okay? When do we use this trick? Same number multiplied with same number, but the number is ending with what? The number is ending with 5. The number is ending with 5. Okay? So this is one trick. Now let's go to a next trick. Now, you know perfect squares from which number to which number? Perfect squares? 1 square until which?
1.
Till 15, 20, 25, 30, till where do you know it? Perfect squares?
Yes, sir.
ಎಷ್ಟು ತನಕ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಪ್ಪ? You know it till 20 square, I
20.
hope so?
20,
Yeah?
sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
400.
Okay.
100.
You know until 20 square. If I ask you what is square root of 144? ಎಷ್ಟು?
12. Sir.
12.
12. If I ask you what is square root of say 324, how much?
18.
17. 17, sir.
ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, 18 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay? Square root of 289 is 17.
17.
You are quickly telling me, correct? You are quickly telling me the answer. You are quickly telling me what the answer is. But what if I give you a perfect square? What are we talking about now? We are talking only about perfect square. If I give you a perfect square, and if you have to tell me what the square root of that particular number is, how do we do it? How do we do it is the question. Okay? Let me take a number. The number is 6084, say. 6084. This is a perfect square. If I ask you what is the square root, what will you do? You will go with the normal procedure, right? You will go with this procedure and tell me the answer. Correct? Have you come across this method?
Yes, sir.
7th standard or 8th standard, you have come across the long division method. Now you will tell me, sir, we don't know this method also. Correct? What happened 5 years ago? How will we remember, sir? Correct? That's what you will tell me. Okay? Fine? So if it is a perfect square, I will tell you how to give the answer in less than 15 seconds. Less than 15 seconds, we can tell what is the answer for this. I will tell you the trick now. For that, you should be very good between what happens from 10 square to 100 square. I mean to say, how much is 20 square?
400. 400.
30 square?
900. 900.
14 square, sorry, 40 square?
1600.
1600.
50 square? And so on, correct?
2500.
2500. You know it. Now you have to tell me this lies between which two squares? Does it lie between 70 square, which is 4900, and 80 square, which is 6400? Am I correct? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Is it easy to figure it out? Can you easily tell me it lies between which two squares? 70, 80, 80, 90, 60, 70. Is it easy to tell? Yeah?
Sir.
It is easy. I agree that, or even you should agree that it is definitely easy. It lies between 70 square and 80 square. First thing. Now, which means this answer should be either 71 into 71 or 72 into 72.
78.
73 into
78,
yes,
sir.
it is going to be correct. It is going to be 78 into 78. How do we tell that now? What happens is 1 into 1 ends with 1. 2 into 2 ends with
4.
4.
4. 3 into 3 ends with
9. 9.
4 into 4 ends with
16.
6. And we are just talking about the units place. 5 into 5 ends with
5.
5. 6 into 6 ends with
6.
6. 7 into 7 ends with
9. 9.
9. 8 into 8 ends with
4. 4.
last. 9 into 9 ends with
1.
1. Okay? So what is the number ending with? The number is ending with
4. 4.
4. So since the number is ending with 4, it either has to be 8 into 8 or
2.
2 into 2, which means it either has to be 72 into 72 or
78
78
into
into
78.
we are reduced to only two options now, correct? We are reduced to only two options. Now, if it was 72 into 72, it will be closer to 4,900. The number will be closer to 4,900. If it is 78 into 78, the number will be closer to 6,400. Now, if you see 6084, is it closer to 4,900 or is it closer to 6,400?
6,400.
It is closer. It is closer to 6,400. So which should be your correct answer? You can directly check for 78 into 78. Artha ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? But this trick will work only if it is a perfect square. If it is not a perfect square, you can approximately reach to the answer. That's all. You can approximately reach to the answer. So this is nothing but 78 square. Let us take one more example. Let us take one more example. We have 3249. 3249. What is the first step? It lies between what and what? Lies between which two squares? Can you tell me? This number lies between yaudo?
50 and 60 square.
Howdo? Between 50 square and
60 square.
60 square. How much is 50 square?
2,500.
2,500. How much is 60 square?
3,600.
600.
Step number 1 artha agidya? Everyone,
50
step
square.
number
Yes,
1,
sir.
is it clear? Yes,
Yes,
step
sir.
number 1 is clear. We know what to do.
Doctor.
We'll go with step number 2. Ending with what? Ending with
9.
9. When will it end with 9?
3.
57.
3 and 7.
57.
Sir, answer is 57.
3 and 7. 3 and 7, which means the
57.
answer should be either 53 into 53 or it should be 57 into 57. Yes. If you see, the number is closer to 3,600. It is
57.
not closer to 2,500. So the answer should be
57.
57 square.
57.
This is nothing but 57 square. Artha ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Yeah? When you start using this approach more often, you will very quickly be able to tell the answer. You will very quickly be able to tell the answer. To be frank, you can tell the answer in less than 15 seconds. You can tell the answer in less
Sir,
than
can you repeat
15
once
seconds.
again, please?
Howdo? Can you give me a number? Anyone has a calculator? Anyone has a calculator? Can you tell me any 2-digit number into 2-digit number? I want a 4-digit perfect square. I want a
47.
4-digit perfect square. Illappa, angalla. Don't tell me 57 into 57. Tell me the result. Give me any 4-digit perfect square. Multiply any 2-digit number. Give me the square of that 2-digit number.
2000.
Anyone who has a
7056. 7056.
7056.
7056.
1 by 1. We'll take both.
7225.
7225. 7225. Okay? Now, this particular number lies between, it has to be, I'll tell you very quickly, it lies between what? 6,400 and 8,100. Do you agree?
100.
6,400 is 80 square. 8,100 is?
A square.
9.
When will it end with 5?
5.
When will it
5,
end
sir.
with 5?
5.
Only 5. So it has to be 85 square. It has to be 85 square. Because the units place is 5, it will end with 5 only when you have 85 into 85. Any other number?
9216.
9216. Okay? So it lies between which two numbers? 8100, which is 90 square, and it lies between 10,000, which is how much? 100 square. When will it end with 6? It will end with 6 with
6.
94 into 94 or 96 into 96. Now, to be frank, whenever you are with 4 and 6, the numbers are near to each other. You can't directly conclude. Okay? It's better to check because it's kind of difficult. Is it midway? Is 9200 midway between these two? Yeah? If you see 9200, it is between 8100 and 10,000. If I ask you, it is closer to which number? It is closer to
10,000.
10,000. It is kind of midway. It is closer to 10,000. So check the answer for 96 into 96. Whenever it comes with 6 and 4, it's better to cross check because you might not directly get the perfect answer. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ 96 ಏನ ಇದು? Is it 96 square? Whoever gave me the answer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is 96 square.
1444.
Whoever asked me the doubt. Huh?
1444.
1444 lies between 900 and 1600. It either has to be 32 square or 38 square. It is going to be 38 square. Am I right, dear? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Closer to. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Once you use it more often, once you use it ತುಂಬಾ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಗ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆನಾ? I think you're getting
Yes,
my
sir.
point. Yes?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
This is
Yes,
one
sir.
trick I wanted to introduce. Now the next trick is based on factorization. So very often we do factorization. Very often we come across a situation where we have to factorize. Okay? Now using factorization we find out the value of x. Now say for example I have x square minus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, now what do you do first? Minus 6, correct? Minus 6, 6 into 1, what answers, what signs will you put for 6 and 1?
minus 6 plus 1.
Minus 6 and plus 1. Okay? Now, once you reach this step, you can directly give the answer. The answer is going to be, change the sign of this. Minus 6, change the sign becomes plus 6. Plus 1, change the sign becomes
Minus
Minus
1.
1.
minus 1. So that will be the direct answer. But this is true only if the coefficient of x square is 1. Okay? So this can be done only if coefficient of x square is what? Coefficient of x square is 1. Only then you can use this trick. Let us take one more example. I will take x square minus 10x minus 24. Can you tell me what happens? Minus 24. What should I write it as?
Minus 6 minus
6 into 4.
minus 6 and 4.
Minus 6 minus 4.
Yes,
10
sir.
6 minus
plus
And
2.
4.
Minus 6 plus
Minus
4.
6
Minus 6
minus
minus
6 minus no, minus 6 minus 4 is not
Well,
correct.
minus
Why is it
4.
not correct? Can anyone
Minus
tell?
6 is
minus
plus 4.
minus 6 minus
12 minus
Illa, tappu.
12
How
and
much is
2.
minus 6 minus 4? Minus 6 minus 4 is minus 10, correct?
Yes, sir.
12
But
plus
what
2.
is minus 6 into minus 4? How much is
Minus
minus 6
Plus
into minus 4?
minus 12 plus 2.
plus
We
12.
don't have plus 24. So
Minus
this is wrong.
12 plus 2.
Minus 12
Minus 12
minus
plus 2.
12 plus 2.
Yes. First thing, we need to write this correctly. Only then we'll get the answer correctly. So it has to be what? It has to be
Minus
minus
12
12 plus 2.
plus
Cross check. 2 minus 12 minus 10.
10. Minus 10.
2 into minus 12
Minus
minus
24.
24. So what is the answer going to be now? Directly?
Plus 12 minus 2.
Change the signs.
Minus 2.
Plus
X
12
is equal to
minus
plus
2.
12. X is equal to
Minus 2.
minus 2. Okay, na? Now this was a trick, but this should be correct. If this is correct, only the trick will work out. All right? That is why purposefully I gave this example, because I knew that some of the students will tell minus 6 and minus 4 also. Anyways, no problem. This was a short trick. But what happens is, in factorization, sometimes you come across very big numbers. So what we do that time? Let me take up an example. You generally try to split the middle term. You try to split the middle term and try to get the answer. We have x square minus 3x minus 1404 is equal to 0. Say we have to factorize such big numbers. What do? You either go with splitting the middle term or you go with the quadratic formula. Am I right? You either go with splitting the middle term or you go with quadratic formula. ಈ ಥರ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬೇಗ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, how do we quickly reach to the answer is what I'll be telling now. Okay na? Again, for these kind of questions we can reach to the answer in less than a minute for sure. In less than 1 minute we can easily reach the answer. Observe ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, observe ಮಾಡಿ. So first thing, what do I have? I have 1404. I need to split this, right? I need to split this. Now understand carefully. Understand carefully. 1404 lies between which two squares? Lies between ಯಾವುದು? 30 square and
40 square.
ಹೌದಾ? 30 square is 900, 40 square is 1600.
16.
It lies between 30 square and 40 square. If you observe -3, if both this and this is minus, it means we are talking about the difference between the two numbers. When you have minus here and minus here, then it means what? It means one of the numbers is negative, one of the numbers is positive. Only then both will be negative. Observe ಮಾಡಿ, ಎರಡು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ? One of the numbers is negative, one of the numbers is positive. So the same thing is happening here. So basically we are talking about difference between the two numbers. What is the difference?
Minus 30, minus 39
Okay,
plus
the difference
36.
is 3. Okay, the difference is 3. The difference is 3. Nodi illi. I want the difference to be 3. So what will happen? I'll start from here. 32 into 35. Difference is 3. Do you agree? Yeah? 32 and 35. Next.
Yes.
33 into 36. 34 into, you know, difference 3 ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ what should I write here?
37. 37.
37. 35 into
38. 39.
36, 39, 37, 40, 38, 41. I will end it here. Let me end it here. Okay? Now, because when you do 39 into 42, it will become more. What will this end with? What's the ending number? 38 into 41. When you multiply, it will end with
8 sir.
8.
0
0.
9
Ah.
8 sir.
8.
18. 8.
8.
8.
0.
0.
4.
4.
4
4 sir.
0.
0.
This is ending with what?
4. 36
So
into
which one will you
39.
pick?
36 into 39. 36 into
Directly you
39.
can check for 36 into 39. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ? Are you catching up?
Yes sir.
ಅರ್ಥ
Yes,
ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್
sir.
ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ? I will take one more example. I'll take one or two more examples so that you can understand better. So you can directly check with 36 into 39. Once you do this, it's better to cross check. To be on the safer side, direct cross check ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will get 36 into 39 is 1404. So what will your answer be? X square. Which will be minus? 39 will be minus or 36 will be minus? ಯಾವ್ದು ಮೈನಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? 39 or 36?
39.
Fast.
minus 39
39. Yes, because you have minus 3x. So I think from here you can solve it. Howda? Correct?
yes sir.
From
Yeah.
here you can easily solve. X into x minus 39 plus 36. Whatever you write here, write the same thing here. X minus 39 is equal to 0. And as I told you, how do we write the answer directly? What is the
Plus
answer?
39 to
minus
minus 39.
Plus
Minus 36.
39
minus
minus
36.
36 will be the end answer. Okay? We'll pick one more example of this format. We'll pick one more example, then we'll start with vectors. Then we'll start with vectors. Say for example, we have 4x square plus 5x minus 636 minus 636. This is equal to, say, 0. What's step number 1? You have to multiply 4 and 636. You have to, yes, you have to multiply 636 into 4. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 4 6 are 24, 4 3s are 12 plus 2, 14, 1, 25. Correct? Madidina calculation. 2, 5, 4, 4. The number is 2, 5, 4, 4.
4.
It is closer to which square? Yavudakke? Which square is it closer to?
50 and 60.
Yes, it is closer to 50 square.
Square.
Very close to 50 square. How that? Because 50 square is 2500.
100.
What do I want the difference between the two numbers to be?
5.
The difference between the two numbers should be 5. Difference between the two numbers should be 5. So let's start doing it. 47 into, what should I write? If the difference should be 5. 47 into?
52, sir. 52.
52. 46 into? 51.
51.
48 into?
53.
49 into?
54.
There is no point. 50 into 55 madre, it will become a bigger number. So there is no point going too much ahead. Now tell me what it will end with. What will this end
4.
with?
4.
4.
6.
6.
6.
4.
4.
4.
6. 0.
6.
0.
0.
So you are left out with two options. You have to cross check now. Now there is no shortcut here. You have to multiply and check which one of them will give you 2, 5, 4, 4. Artha agtidya? But are we reducing the options? We are reducing the options and we are getting very close to the answer also. Artha agtidya pa? Yes?
Yes, sir.
48 into 53.
48 into 53. Okay? Are others able to catch up? Artha agtidya ilva shortcut ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು?
Yes, sir.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಓಕೆ ಆಲ್ ರೈಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಣೆಬೆನ್ನೂರು ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ನಡೀತಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್, ಪಿಂಕ್ ಕಲರ್, ಏನೋ ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್. ಈ ಕಡೆ ಆ ಕಡೆ ತಿರುಗಬೇಡಿ ನೀವೇನೆ. ಅವಳು ನೋಡು ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ತಲೆ ಬಗ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಲು. ಓಕೆ ಸರಿನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಾಟ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವಿಚ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಸೇಸ್ it's not class number 2, it's the first class, Ranebennur. Anyways, the girls got to know. They are talking something. I thought it was about Big Boss. No, not this classroom, the other classroom. Alli. Green color. ಕೈ ಎತ್ತು ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ. ನೀನೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ. ಕೈ ಎತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ. ಮುಗೀತು. ಸರಿನಾ? ಓಕೆ ಡನ್. Here we go. We proceed. Everything fine in Chikkodi classroom, room number 21? Yes? All fine? Students, room number 21,
Yes, sir.
Chikkodi? Madam ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಬೈತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೇಡಮ್ ಬೈಬಾರ್ದು, ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು. ಒಂದೆರಡು ಡೇಟ್ ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು. ಹುಡುಗರೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಈ ನಡುವೆ. ಏನೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ ಸರಿಪ ಆಯಿತು. ಆಲ್ ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ನೌ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಇನ್ ಟು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾ. Why I told you about shortcuts? It will be helpful. Some or the other place, definitely you will come across. Especially I told you about those perfect squares. If you practice with a few numbers, I'm very sure in less than 15 seconds you will tell what is that perfect square. Okay?
Excuse me,
now,
sir.
We will ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ.
Sir, for decimal numbers, how to multiply?
You should multiply them as whole numbers first. ಹೇಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳು ನೋಡೋಣ. Give me an example. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳು. ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್.
3.6 into 25 into 25.2.
25 point something. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಹೀಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋ. ಓಕೆ? ನೌ there is no shortcut, but I'll tell you how to be correct. First you should multiply them as whole numbers. Whole numbers. 53.6 into, first multiply them as whole numbers. 536 into 257. First multiply ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. You will get a certain answer. Can anyone tell me with the calculator what is this number? Can anyone tell me with the calculator what is this number? 1
13 752 7752
13752. 13752.
ಓಕೆನಾ? First thing, multiply them as whole numbers. First thing, multiply them as whole numbers. After decimal, how many numbers do we have here? After decimal?
2.
One number here. After decimal, how many numbers here?
1.
1. 1 plus 1? 2.
2.
So you should shift the decimal. You should shift the decimal 2 times. You should shift the decimal 2 times. So what will happen when you shift the decimal 2 times? What will be the final answer? 1377.2.
7.52.
This is one thing. I know that this method is also time consuming. But what happens in chemistry, physics, sometimes when you have MCQ based question, Sarina, many times options hege kottirtare gotta. The options will not be very nearby to each other. The options will be far away from each other. What do you mean by options is far away from this each other? Ide calculation ide anta anಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Ide calculation ide anta anಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Options ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ? They will not be nearby to each other. One option will be say 1377. Say the second option will be 2758. Say third option will be 928. Say fourth option will be 1924. Like this, the numbers will not be nearby to each other. This specially happens in chemistry and physics. Again martira, how do you find out the answer? Just round it off. When the options are not near to each other. Do you understand what do I mean by near to each other? Yeah? Yeah? When the options are not close to each other, if the values are not close to each other, you have to round off these numbers. Idik round off ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 54 ಬರುತ್ತೆ round off. Idik round off ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ?
26.
ಎಷ್ಟು?
26.
ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? Now you have to do. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 55 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ into 25 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. You will reach closer to the answer. Here also I rounded off. 54 to 55 I rounded off. 26 I rounded off to
1375.
1375. Which
75.
option is it closer to? Option
A.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
Yes,
ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಈ
sir.
ತರಾನೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
Yes,
But
sir.
when will you do like this? When the options are not very close to each other. Generally they do that. Generally they don't keep the options very close to each other. ಆಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ನ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಈ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೂ ಮಚ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮಿಂಗ್. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಲೂಸ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ? ಹೂಎವರ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್? ಯಾ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay? All right. So now we will go into vector algebra. So first thing, why do we need to study about vector algebra? So what happens is, whenever you have, say, a vector quantity, if I have two forces acting on the same body, say this is 10 Newton, say this is 20 Newton, what is the resultant force acting? H2? Total force ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು resultant force? 30 Newton. All right. Resultant force is 30 Newton. Resultant force, RF, resultant force.
Yeah.
Resultant force is say 30 Newton. All right. Now let me take one more body. I apply 10 Newton force like this and I apply 25 Newton force like this. What is the resultant force?
35 Newton.
ಎಷ್ಟು? Huh?
35 Newton.
35 Newton. Anyone else? Anyone else with the answer? Okay. What happens is 35 Newton is not the correct answer because according to vectors, what will happen if two vectors are acting in different directions? If one vector is acting in this direction and if the other vector, illappa, illa, 15 also is not correct answer. When two vectors are acting in different directions, you can't just add them or you can't just subtract them. All right, you can't just add them or you can't just subtract them. Enagutte? What will happen if you just add them or subtract them? You will not get the correct answer. You will not get the correct answer. So we have to learn about vector algebra. We need to know vectors na add ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, multiply ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, subtract ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನೀವು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಥರ you can't add the vectors just like normal numbers. You can't subtract the numbers just like normal numbers. You can't multiply the vectors just like normal numbers. We have a special approach for vector algebra. That is what we are studying in this particular chapter, because this is what happens in physics as well. This is what happens in physics as well. All right? Yeah, you come across many situations or vector quantities in physics wherein you can't just add them, you can't just multiply them. You need to know how to deal with vectors when you are adding or subtracting them. So I'll not give the answer for this. I just told you you can't directly add them or subtract them. All right? So going ahead, first thing is, let us study about dot product of two vectors. Let us study about dot product of two vectors. Okay? So what do you mean by dot product? When we multiply two vectors, let us see what happens. When we are multiplying two vectors, let us see what happens. Okay? I have two vectors. I multiply the two vectors. Anyone, can you give me the formula for what is A dot B? I think it is done at your
AB cos
school
theta.
college. It is AB cos theta. So it is magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. Magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta is the formula for A dot B vector. All right? Now, what do you mean by magnitude of A? What do you mean? What is theta? Can you tell me what is theta here? Yeah? Theta andre eno?
Between two vectors.
Angle.
Angle between two
Girl.
vectors.
Angle?
Between
So
A vector and B
theta
vector.
is,
Angle between.
yes, theta is the angle between the two vectors. Say the vector A is here and say the vector B is here. So what about theta? Theta is the angle between the two vectors. So before going ahead, let us try to understand what are position vectors. What are position vectors? Can anyone tell me what is a position vector? Eno position vector andre eno? Anyone? Can anyone tell me what's a position vector? Huh? Anyone? All right, no problem. Now what happens is nim class allene anta ankoli. If I ask you what is the position of the screen, obviously I am seen on a screen for you. If I ask you what is the position of the screen, different people will give different answers. The person in the first bench will tell me that the screen is right in front of me at a distance of so and so centimeters or meters. The person who's sitting in the last corner, what will he or she do? He or she will show in a different direction. He will say that the screen is in this particular direction at so much distance. So what is happening? Everyone is giving a different answer. How the position of an object kelidre nanu, what will happen? Everyone will give me an answer based on where you are seated. Based on wherever you are seated, based on that you will give me the answer. So we don't have a common answer. Adakke en martivi? Because we don't have a common answer, we always need to have what? We always need to have one common fixed position ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು? ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬೇಕು. ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಅ ಕಾಮನ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. With respect to this particular point, I will tell that the point P, say the coordinates of the point P are x comma y comma z. We are considering three coordinates. We are not considering two coordinates. We are considering three-dimensional geometry. So if I ask you what is the position of P, what will you tell? You should always tell the position of P with respect to what? With respect to the origin. With respect to the origin, you have to tell the direction of P. So this OP vector is called as what? It is called as position vector. The OP vector is called as what? The OP vector is called as position vector. Okay, what do you mean by position vector? I am talking about the position of a point. I am talking about the position of the point, but what am I taking the reference point? Reference point yaudu? P ge? Yaudu reference point?
Origin.
Origin na reference itkondo I give the position. I give the position considering what as the reference? Considering origin as the reference. So OP vector is called as position vector. OP vector is called as position vectors. Okay na? Ega next thing. Now OP vector can be written as, if I know the coordinates of OP vector as x, y and z, then what will happen? It will be x I cap plus y j cap plus z
Z
k cap. What is I cap, J cap and K cap now? I cap andre eno, K cap andre eno? Huh?
Vectors
Any
along
idea?
X,
Unit
Y, and Z
vectors.
respectively.
It's a unit vector. I cap banbiti. I cap, J cap and K cap. They are what? They are unit vectors. In which direction? Unit vectors in X,
X, Y,
Y
Z.
and
YZ.
Z direction respectively. They are unit vectors along X, Y and Z direction respectively. So in general, yade point, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Say for example, we have a point here. Say I call this point as A. Say the coordinates of A are 1, 2, 4. How do we write position vector OA vector? ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿತೀವಿ? X component ಎಷ್ಟು? 1. 1 into I cap plus J component ಎಷ್ಟು?
2 into
2
J
J
cap.
cap
4
plus
K cap.
4 K cap. So this is the vector format. This is writing it in the component form anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. This we call it as what? This we call it as component form. We call it as component form of representing the vector. Okay na? Now if I want to find out the magnitude of OP, magnitude of OP andre eno? Magnitude andre the length of the OP vector. Position O in the position P ge what is the length of the vector? That is called as magnitude of OP. What is the magnitude of OP? Magnitude of OP is written like this or just OP. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ magnitude of OP ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ? Square root of x square plus y square plus z square is going to be the magnitude of OP. This is going to be the magnitude of OP. Sarina? So OP vector will be equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. O na ನಾವು initial point ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. O is the initial point where the vector is starting from. And where is the vector ending? The vector is ending at P. P is called as terminal point or end point. O is called the initial point because the vector is starting from there. P is called as the terminal point because the vector is ending there. Vector andre direction ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು, ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. So we understood what is a position vector. Position vector andre ಏನು? I repeat for the last time. We are talking about the positioning of that particular vector with respect to what? With respect to the origin. Okay, now that is called as position vector. So when I say A dot B is equal to A into B, okay, so A vector is what? A vector is the position vector of vector A. B is the position vector of vector B. How do we find out A and B? Magnitude of A and B, as I told you. Say vector A is A1 I cap plus A2 J cap
J cap plus
plus
A3
A3
K
K
cap.
cap. Magnitude of A ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿಪ್ಪ? What is the magnitude of A going to be? What did I write the magnitude?
Under
ಇಲ್ಲಿ
root
ನೋಡಿ
of
ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
root of A
Magnitude
square
of OP
plus
vector ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ?
A1 square plus A2 square plus A3 square.
Square root of A1 square plus A2 square
Square plus A3 square.
This is how we find out the position of vector P. Okay, all right. Same way. What about the position of vector B? Sorry, magnitude of vector B ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ?
Under root of B1
And
square
root
plus
of B1 square plus
B2
B2
Plus
square
B2
plus
square plus
B3 square
Plus B3
plus
square.
B3
B3
square.
correct? This is what we mean by magnitude. This is what we mean by magnitude. Now I can write A dot B in component form also. This is one formula. Vector A, sorry, magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta is one formula. I can write one more formula. What is one more formula? Vector form, sorry, component form al baridre. I did not write what is vector B. Say vector B is B1 I cap plus B2 J cap plus B3 K cap. Now if I write the answer in the component form, the answer in the component form is A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus
B2 plus A3
A3
B3.
B3. This is one more formula for A dot B. This is called as component form. This is called as the formula in the component form. I multiply the x component. If you observe, I multiplied the x component of vector A with the x component of vector B. Y component of vector A, y component of vector C. Z component of vector A is multiplied with z component of vector B. That is how we get the answer in the component form. Artha agtidya? Yes? Okay. Now, what happens if the angle between the two vectors is 90 degree? What is A dot B going to be? ಎರಡು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. The angle between the two vectors is 90 degree. What will happen to A dot B? A dot B will be 0. ಯಾಕೆ? Because cos 90 will become
0.
cos 90 will become 0. Cos 90 will become 0. ಈಗ A dot B ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನಂಗೆ ಫೈನಲ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಏನೋ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. I will get the final result of A dot B. So this A dot B, is it a scalar or a vector? A dot B ಏನು ಫೈನಲ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Is it a scalar or a vector answer? ಏನಿರ್ಬೋದು? Scalar or vector? Huh?
Scalar.
It is going to be a scalar. Whenever you do dot product, very important, dot product is going to be a scalar. Okay na? All right? Okay? Okay. So it says time up. Tomorrow's class ಇದನ್ನ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊ ಬನ್ನಿಪ್ಪ, ಹಾಗೆ ಬರಬೇಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊ ಬನ್ನಿ, so that you will be able to understand better.
Thank you sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
ಹಾ,
Thank you sir.
See you next class.
Thank you, sir.
ಓಕೆ.
Excuse me, sir.
ಹಾ, ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ. Which college may I know? Whoever is speaking? ರಾಣೆಬೆನ್ನೂರು. ಯಾವ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮು?
Class 1, sir.
ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 1. ಹಾ, ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ. Can you
ನಾಳೆ
stand up? I
class-
can't see you. ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು?
sir.
ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ.
Class 2.
ಹಾ, ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಅಥವಾ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಹೇಳಿ ನನಗೆ. ಹಾ, ಹೇಳಿಪ್ಪ. ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ.
ನಾಳೆ class ಐತೆ, sir.
ನಾಳೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್ ಡೇ ಅಂತನಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದಾ? ಹಾ,
Sir.
Sir.
ಹೌದು, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು 5 minutes ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಎಂಟರ್ಟೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆನಾ?
Sir.
ಹಾ, ಹಾಡು ಆಡ್ಬೇಕು
Yes, sir.
ನೀವಾದ್ರೆ. ಯಾವ ಹಾಡು ಆಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಬ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಬಂಗಾರಿ ಹಾಡು ಆಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಯಾವುದು?
Yes, sir. Yes.
ಓಕೆನಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಓದ್ಕೊ ಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓದ್ಕೊ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಡು
ನಾಳೆ
ಆಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ
ದಿನ holiday.
Yes sir. Tomorrow is
ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ.
holiday.
ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟೆಡ್. ಐ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್.
No class
ನನ್ನ
tomorrow.
ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟೆಡ್. ಸರಿನಪ್ಪ? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್ ಡೇ ಇನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್. ನಾಳೆನೂ
Yes,
ಸಿಗ್ತೀವಿ.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
ನಾಳೆನೂ ಸಿಗ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾಳೆನೂ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸರಿನಾ? ಓಕೆ.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
ಯಾ